we're on page Kuf Lamed. We are reading the Tivik Avanos on number Kuf Yud Zayin. He said, "V'hi nechak ubarn is bayar ki oz shun." So now we're on Shabbos, and we're dealing with this name, the last name of the Ana Bakoach, which is Shakotzit. Yesh the kamin bo v'yichula rishon. So that name, that is, we already said that the shin goes with the first Yechulo, v'ata b'varo mabki oz kuf shel shkotzit. So then that name, yesh, 1 second. Okay, we go. Yesh l'kamin bo v'yichulu hasheni. So then the second time, then you have to go to the next letter. Mishum sheba v'yichulu hasheni, because in the second Yechulo, yesh the malchus aliyah shniya. There's another aliyah that takes place for malchus. Now malchus here, we had the concept that it moved up to the level of the nine when you said the first letter. So now he says like this: Tahaino shebe'ez simiras v'yichulu hasheni. So this is when you're saying with the tzibor, megabelas spheres malchus or mechagad dezer anpin. Now he says specifically that malchus now is receiving the light from the chagad dezer anpin, but not reaching the level of zer anpin, but getting a ha'ar shebechagad dezer anpin. Mislav shema prakim em seim denai deima. So we understand that this is an area where you have the middle section of the nai of ima coming in. Because he says those are also called the mochin. Normally we say when the mochin come in the zeranpin, we're talking about the nai of ima. Here also the pirkim emseim, which is the hagat kevin sheyesh behem mochin dezah, because there are mochin that go dezah there too. Mochin dezah mislavshin bekol haklas pirkim deny the ima, going over this piece that we know. So therefore, since they're all going to ultimately go into, they clothe themselves inside the zeranpin. So the mochim are in all of the tlas prakim. But here, when we come to Yechula Hasheni, Malchus Malchus doesn't actually go up to the level of the Chagat Dezah. Because Masha Shanina base v'Yechulo, that Sheba v'Yechulo Hasheni, that in the second Yechulo Malchus Mekabel Malchus Mechagat Dezer Anpin, Shosham Nemsoim Aprokim Emseim deny the email. But these oros of the mochim that we have here in the Chagad Dezer Anpin, Jordan and Mispashnin Adonai Dezah. So what's happened now is that they come now into the Nai Dezah. Now we said that Malchus had achieved the level of the Nai of Zah in the first when you said the Shin. Here it's going to, we're saying something slightly different, is that the Chagat Dezah now moves into and joins together with the Nai Zer Anpin. And so now there's this light also in the Nai Zer Anpin. The Makom Nai Zer Anpin, Sham Omedes Hanuk, because the Nuk is behind that place, or she's in that place, and Mekabela says the Oras Bahamochim, the Chagat Dezah, because now she's related to Nai, and so since the Chagat is inside of the Nai, so she gets that light. So now these mochin that are now in the naim of the Kabbalah's Hamalchus as oros hahaga b'amidasa the mata b'makum nai, because now she's in the place of nai. Then nirmaz b'os kuf. This process is referenced in the letter kuf of the name Shakotzit. So he says, "Ubir ha'inyan hu v'ata b'vayir rav heyach nirmaze ma'oret v'hamamach menarab b'os kuf." What's the kuf have to do with the concept of the chagat moving into the nine? The hinech of the shefa shala oret v'hamokim boy machagat, because now the shefa is always coming from the chagat the zer anpin. Shehem shlosh spheros, which are what? 3 spheros. Chesed gevur teferes. So now I take the letter kuf, divided into 3, which is that is the kuf of the name Shakotzit. Oz kol chedek yeshlo shloshim b'shlish. So if you divide 100 by 3, you get 33 and a third. Shahar b'shlosh pamim shloshim b'shlish v'shloshim b'shlosh. I guess he says heim olin the misbermeya. That's how you get to 100. V'atem mevar harab mipnei man tzrichen l'chalek es kuf l'shlosha pamim shlosha v'shlosh. So what's the reason why you have to divide it into 33? Shahamadregu shel spheres azaz. So let's look at the different levels of the spheres here anpin. Haim beseded the loholon. They're in this the seder that we set up above. The shachachaba nechshav lemeos, v'chachaga nechshav lasaros, v'hanecha nechshav the yechidos. So what? So therefore he says what our part is. It wants to say that the chagat is considered to be tens, and the nine is considered to be ones. So each one of the chaga that is a chesed gevur teferes is considered to be a 10, because he says that's the reason, because we count that middle area as tens. So that's how you get to 30. So each one of the chagat is included in the shlosha. Nimsa the vizeh shehem achesed na'asim shloshim v'chem ha'gevur na'asim shloshim v'chem ha'teferes na'asim shloshim. So now you have 90. So he says, so what do you got then? V'kevin shekol echad mehahagat nichlal b'kol shlosha. So since each one of them has all of the three in it, I'm not sure what he means by that. Memela kashecha b'chem yordin lamata. So he says that each one of the chagat. Let me read it again. V'kevin shekol echad mehahagat nichlal b'kol shlosha. So what is he? That means to me that he means if you take chesed has gevur and teferes in it, so therefore it's also 90. Is that what it means? Mimela kasher heim yordin demata. Now they go downwards. Az kol hachagat yordin b'kol echad min hashlosh tachtonos shal netzach. So that all of the chagat goes into each one individually of the netzach, ahod yisod of the nine. B'kol echad min hashlosh tachtonos shehem hanai. Yeshlo es a chagat, es kol a chagat, so each one of them has their own chagat in it. But nimsa shebeshlosh tachtonos yesh shlosh pa'amim chagat, so therefore you have 3 different types of chagat. You have a chesed gevur teferes in each one of the 9, in the netzach, and the hod, and the yisod. She'elach shlosh tachtonos shehem anai dezam meirim b'malchus. That's the ones that shine to malchus, because malchus is at that level. V'darchim the malchus mekabel shefa, and then their way. Malchus receives the shefa that's coming from them. So it comes out like this. There are 2 different aspects that we find over here with the hashpah that comes from the oros. One is when they are flowing out from the chagad dezer anpin, shesham heim shloshim, because over there we see their shloshim. The 3 of them, each of us a 10. Then the next one is that that shefa flows into the nine shalzer anpin shesham heim shlosha, which has 3 there. So since that each one of the chagat has all 3 of them in it, and 3 of them together make a 30. I think we lost there. We'll come back. Take a break. Okay, we're back on Kuf Lamed Vav. He says, "V'keven shebekol echad mechachagat nechlalim kulam yachad." So each one of the chagat chesed has a 30, and so is gevur and teferes. V'memela kol echad mechachagat hu shloshim. So each one of them is a 30. Az nimsa shecha oros yordin mechagat shehem shlosh pamim shloshim, which are 3, which is a 90. And the shpoim lenai shekol echad mehem. That each one of them is 3. So now we have each one of them is a 33. So they have the chagat inside of them. Each one of them is a 10. That's 30. And then they has these 3 also. Each one of them, his words are that each one of them has the 9 in it. So the netzach is a 9, and the hod is a 9, and so on and so forth. Each one of them is a 3. Then you'll have 33. What's that last word? Benetzach. You have 33 in the netzach, 33 behod, and 33 in yisod. So he says, Kuf Lamed Ches, we have a little bit more to do. V'shlosha pa'amim la gimel shebenai shel zaz. So the three times that we have 33 that are located, the knives are anpin. Ima koila, add the koil onto it. Hare heim olim yachdav kuf. They all come to the number 100. Shehu sod os kuf mishem Shakotzit. So he says, so he finishes up and he says like this, V'ha'inyan hu, the Inyan is like this. Sheyesh the kavein the hored as a shefa v'ha'orad b'chagat shehem shlosha pa'amim lamed. So you have to bring the shefa down from the chagat, which is 3 times 30, is 90. Each one of them is a 10. Has all 30 in it. Elanai shehem shlosha pa'amim gimel, which are 3 times 3. So v'hare hem shlosha pa'amim la gimel. So now you have, this is where you get the number 33. V'ima kolel hem os kuf. And that's where we stop today. It's interesting that this log that he brought it up, is, we have log ba'omer too, but I don't see any of this reference over there.